Let's start with the Sanaa manuscript, discovered in 1972 in Yemen. At first glance, it looked like just another Quran fragment, but scholars quickly realized this was no ordinary find. It was a palimpsest, parchment where the original text had been scraped off and written over again. And when scientists revealed the lower text, what did they see? Different words, different verse orders, missing phrases. That's not preservation, that's editing. So the oldest Quranic manuscript we have doesn't confirm the Islamic claim. It contradicts it. Now, Muslims often rush to the Birmingham manuscript, carbon dated between 568 and 645 AD, very close to Muhammad's lifetime. Sounds impressive, right? But here's the catch. It's 4 pages. 4 out of a 600-page book. It contains small sections from surahs 18, 19, and 20. That's it. Finding 4 pages of a book doesn't prove the whole book existed in its final form. It just proves someone wrote a few passages. And remember this, radiocarbon dating only tells us the age of the parchment, not the ink. So the Birmingham manuscript cannot prove that the complete Quran existed in Muhammad's lifetime. So let's ask the key question. Is there any complete Quranic manuscript from the 7th century? The academic answer? No, not one. The earliest near-complete Qurans, like the Topkapi manuscript in Istanbul, date to the mid-8th century, nearly a century after Muhammad. And even these don't perfectly match today's 1924 Hafs edition used worldwide. So much for word-for-word preservation. Now let's compare this with the Christian tradition. The New Testament has a much stronger manuscript foundation. Take the fragment of John's Gospel, P52. It dates to around 125 AD, within just a few decades of the original writing. And that's only one. By the 5th century, we already have hundreds of complete New Testament manuscripts. Christianity's manuscript record is early, abundant, and consistent. Islam's manuscript record? Late, incomplete, contradictory. So the next time someone tells you the Quran has been perfectly preserved from the time of Muhammad, remind them of the Sanaa palimpsest, the 4 pages in Birmingham, and the missing complete manuscripts from the 1st century of Islam. The evidence is clear. The claim of perfect preservation? It's a myth.